Hello, welcome to Joos. My name is John McDonald, and today we're going to make some really cute little posies, and this would be ideal maybe for Mother's Day or a gift item just in general. And I've got these fantastic mugs. Now this one's Washington, this one's Seattle, and this is what we're going to use as our containers. Now you could use any particular mug, but what we really wanted to do was create a gift that has two purposes. So one is it's a gift in itself with flowers, and then also there's the keepsake of having something that you can either keep using as a vase or a container or for coffee. So these ones are great because they're a good size, and actually that's just going to be perfect for my coffee when I'm working. So flower wise, I wanted to keep it quite simple. I've got really ranunculus as the main flower for this one, and tulips as the main flower for that one. So we're just going to make little bunches really in our hands. So let's start with the tulips. Now what I've done is I've gone through the tulips and just given them a little clean, as in taken the foliage off from lower down. Sometimes the foliage can be really weak, like that's really weak, so we're better just losing that, to be honest. If it's in good condition, what you can do is you can split it down. That's not so good, but you could use that to give you a little bit of volume, and that's okay. It's not a problem. You know, if you're wanting to add some volume, then you can break that down and use the stem with the leaf on it as a little bit of foliage in itself. So now the only thing I would say with tulips is remember they will grow. They're photosensitive, so they will head towards the light, but actually I quite like that. And what I really like about tulips is that they're quite squeaky, and I think if they just feel like, you know, the saying squeaky clean, these are squeaky and they're presumably clean. So we're just making like a little informal bunch. I'm just using my left hand to build this up in. And we can just take off the length there. A little bit of twine just to tie it off. And then we can start our next one. Yeah, if you're going to tie something, always have a little bit extra length on your string. If you leave it just a little bit tight, then it becomes just a little bit of a hassle to try and actually tie. So this is pistachio. This is a great foliage, and we can actually split that down into like 3-4 little sections. And this little bit of eucalyptus has got a really nice shape. So we can basically use that as a central stem, bring in our pistachio, and already we've got like a little framework for our flowers. So if I want, I can just thread those flowers through. So the ranunculus is just lovely for springtime. And the eustoma, or lisianthus, that is perfect for breaking down as well. It's just got the right length of stems. So I'm just building this up in my hand. And I think that soft eucalyptus just gives a really nice companion really to the ranunculus. Now, in some ways it seems a shame making these short, but they really do look good short. And the main thing is they're happy in water, they like water. So this is really the perfect way to do these. It'll be very easy just to change the water and keep them fresh. So that's our little ranunculus one. And again, just a bit twine. I like to just grab it with my left hand on my finger, just Just go round, and you want to tie it so that it's firm, but with spring flowers not too firm. They are a little bit softer and a little bit more prone to being damaged. So we've got our two pretty little bunches, and all we need now is our containers. So we've got Washington, we've got Seattle, and really these are quite shallow. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut these quite short. So you can tell it's going to have to be about here. Even there is probably too long. Take a little bit off. It always amazes me just how short sometimes you have to go with flowers. And same with this, we'll have to go quite short. But that's us. We've got two really sweet, and it just shows, depending on the flowers that you use, you're going to get different effects. So obviously, pick the flowers that you think the person who's going to get it would absolutely love. So if that's freesia, then try and get some freesia. If it's tulips, then the tulips, or little roses. I would keep it more simple, so I wouldn't have too much going on, and I think that gives a good effect. But hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. We've got a nice little gift item with a collectible mug that the person can keep. So thank you for watching. Click here to subscribe, and hopefully see you with a coffee for our next video.